Yeah, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, it's your boy Shondell. I got my main man with me, Shelly Shell. So yeah, we couldn't just go in here and talk about Giannis and the Bucks. Jimmy G Butler, he willed his team to a win. Honestly, quite amazing performance. Go ahead, Sheldon. What's your thoughts about it? What happened?
The Bucks collapse. Like you don't. They had double digit leads in the last two games, in games 4 and 5. They had double digit leads going into the fourth quarter, and Jimmy Butler just basically said, "I'm going to take over. I'm going to take over this game. I'm willing my team to a victory." And the Bucks couldn't withstand him. I don't know how you just let one guy just go off. You don't have Tyler Hero. Victor Oladipo gets hurt, and he gets hurt in game three. You would think like that's a blow to them, but for Jimmy Butler to will his team back, it shows something. And then on another podcast, they said, is Jimmy Butler one of the best playoff performers of our generation? I thought about it for a minute, and then I was like, I don't know. But then you have to think about it. It's like it's not far fetched that he might be one of the best playoff performers of our generation. I'm not saying the greatest, one of the greatest ever, but just of this generation. And it's an argument, bruh. He averaged like 23 points in the regular season. He jumps up to 36 on 61% shooting. That's crazy. I don't care. That's crazy. To average that many points in a playoff game in a playoff series is just crazy. And for the Bucks, it's a failure. I said it last week. Like I don't care. I don't. Giannis, he goes up to the podium and says that in sports everybody fails. He has a point there. Everybody doesn't win, but when you are the overwhelming favorites, not just in the East, but in the league, coming into the season, going into the playoffs, you have the best record in the NBA, and you just lost to basically a play-in team that lost the first game. We was all shocked when they lost, when the Hawks beat them in the play-in, because we all thought that he was going to win. Then they scratched out a victory against the Bulls when Jimmy Butler had to play good, and you lost to them in 5 games. Yes, Giannis. And hey, maybe him falling on the ground, that maybe made a difference. But you don't lose to the AFC. The season's a failure, bro. I know we want to give Giannis this pass because we all like Giannis. Giannis is a good guy, but I'm not going for that, bro. You failed this season, and it's gonna be they gonna do something this offseason. It's a failure.
Well, well, you said a lot. I definitely I think I agree about the part with the Bucks collapsing. I do think the Bucks collapsed. Man, they just didn't look good. A lot of them just didn't look like they wanted it. Jimmy, honestly, back when they were in Miami and he dropped like 58 and almost went for 60, I just feel like that game right there, that was supposed to have been the last time we seen him do that. And that I thought the Bucks should have been doubling him from the jump. Just treat him like Joel. Just double him from the jump. Don't let him get going. Don't let him anything happen. And it didn't. It didn't. I mean, I think Mike Budenhauser, I think we all knew he was going to be out of a job soon. I think Giannis went in the ring, and I think they won in like 2021. That gave him cushion. But now for sure, I think we know he's out of a job. I think they don't. I know I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Chris Middleton is a free agent this summer, right?
He has a
Player
player. I think he
option.
has a no. I think he has a player option. Him and Drew Holiday for the next year, not this coming up, but the year after next.
Yeah, when I looked at it, I thought
I
he'd be
think
coming up in free agency. But I think it's time to not blow it up, but I think it's time to change a few things around because I think Drew Holiday contract and Chris Middleton contract, I think it's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, we might have to change a few things around to fit for Giannis, and Giannis just has to say to himself, Giannis doesn't have to change much, just like what people said, Shaq Kenny and them said. He just needs to make a few
sorry for
adjustments.
cutting you off. He has a player option for this coming up year
Chris Middleton.
for 40 million.
Yeah, Chris Middleton, right?
Yes, and he's 32.
Yeah, I think exactly. I think so. His age, and I think that's probably like his last. That was his last big payday, getting a max contract. I think he was from the second round. But I'll just say like the Bucks, yeah, they blew it, man. They blew it. They blew it. They blew it. But I think though Giannis, if he would have played, because he missed 3 games. Giannis missed 3 games.
Missed two. Well, yeah, three, I guess, if you count one. Yeah, okay, I'll give
Yeah,
you that. Yeah,
I
he
think what
missed
he
three,
he
basically. He
played
basically
like what
missed three.
the
10
first six
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
I give you that. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that.
So I would say if Giannis doesn't miss those first 3 games, it's a different series. It's a different series. But I think though, honestly, in that game when he came back, he wasn't 100%. I don't know what happened to his foot, but he was hobbling a lot. He was doing a lot of hobbling. And I think that's just the person that he is, the grit, the grind. But I think it's a different series if Giannis is there and he plays. But just like I said last week, just the bigger picture of basketball, I don't think it's a failure. I don't think what they did was a failure at all. So I think Giannis, his speech was amazing. It was just spot on about just like what success looks like. I mean, I think you get it. Like you can't win every year, so that doesn't mean you're a failure. No, I think what most people are saying, like it's just a disappointment. It's a letdown. But to say it's a failure, to say that you didn't do anything at all, that's a disservice to hard work. That's a disservice to hard work and consistency.
I mean, you can say he didn't fail, I guess, but as a team, they failed. You don't. You was the best. You was the best team in the league, and even when they came back and won game two, I was like, man, if Giannis doesn't play, they still have a chance. I mean, I think they still. I thought they at least could beat the Heat still, even if he doesn't come back. They lose game three, fine. He comes back game four, double digit lead, like I said, and somehow you lose. You gotta take the ball out Jimmy Butler's hands. You can't let him cook you like that. I'm gonna let Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent, whoever else on that team to hit shots. If they hit their shots, hey man, they just hit. But I'm not letting Jimmy Butler just out there cook me for 56. And he did the same thing in game five. You're up a double digit lead. You're the number one seed, bro.
I don't know.
To be that, and to lose in the first round, not the second, not the third, not the finals. No one on this planet had the Heat winning besides Heat fans and the Miami Heat team. That's it.
Yeah, just like I was saying, I don't agree. It's not a failure. It's not a failure at all. Nothing changes about what you said. Even trying to say like, yeah, you could say Giannis didn't fail. You could say the team did. It's not a failure. It's not a failure at all. It's a bad narrative. It's a bad narrative that fans and the media sphere puts around sports. Like it's not a failure. It's a disappointment. It's a letdown. But what they did a lot of great things. And I think honestly, it just goes on to just show the lack of respect for the regular season. The regular season is an 82 game season. That's a long season. That's a lot of stretches of basketball. That's 20 professional basketball games a month. I don't think you turn around and you say to the team that had the best overall record in NBA that you guys failed, because it's a disservice to the teams that the other teams you play against, the competition. That's what sports is. The best team doesn't always win. The better player isn't always ranked higher. Yeah, you're a better player than him, but he's playing better than you. He's outplaying than you. There are a lot of guys that are more talented than starters, but that don't mean that they play their role better. Like I can look, we'll say the argument between Josh Hart and Maxey. People are gonna say Maxey's the better talent, but Josh Hart outplays him. Josh Hart, the way he plays basketball, he outplays his talent. The talent of these players don't always put them above someone when it comes down to on the paper, on the court, doing it. And I think that's just what sports is. It's like if the better person, the better team always won, gambling would really exist. It wouldn't be a gamble. And I think with that, it's like you can't say it's a failure because there's a bigger picture to it, especially as fans. We have to do the due diligence to say that it's bigger than one season. is bigger than 2, 3. You have to look at it in the grand scheme of things. So because Derrick Rose never won a ring, is he a failure? Is LeBron James, when he went down to Miami, he didn't win 5 rings. Was it a failure? It's not. I think it's just a lazy narrative that we have to just do better work just addressing these things. Like, it's not a failure. I think it's a cheap answer. It's a really, really cheap answer. We have to say more than that. There's no way. He has high expectations. The ceiling is high. The ceiling is very high for him. And for him to him still top 3 MVP, top 3 MVP, best record overall, didn't win a ring this year. He's a failure? Come on, man.
No, Shondell, no. You not getting it. If he goes to the finals or conference finals and they lose, okay, that's fine. But to say, just like I said last week about the Suns, if he lost in the first round, what was the Milwaukee Bucks goal this year?
The same as every other team.
Be for real, bro.
The same as every other team.
No, be for real. Be for real.
I am for real with you.
No. So you think the Orlando Magic goal was to win the championship this year? Be for real.
The Orlando Magic, let me say this. So you want me to change my answers to better fit you? I'll say this to you. I'll make my answer a little bit more direct and a little bit more encompassing for you. Every team that made the playoff goal is to win the championship. You're 16 wins away. Their goal, the number 1 seed that to the 10th seed, all their goal is the same, to win a championship.
And they failed. They failed this year. This year they failed. You got bounced in the first. It's just like people. Different teams have different goals. The Kings' goal was not to win a championship this year, and I bet they wasn't. But like you said, they was gonna go to the playoffs. And I said, even in the summertime, I was like, I think you asked, you was like, so what's the goal for the Kings? I said, just to at least be competitive in the first round, and that's a successful season for them. What are they doing right now? Successful. They're being competitive in the first round with the Golden State Warriors. And if they lose tomorrow, I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying they won't. But if they lose, I mean, it's a successful season. They broke the little long curse. They went to the playoffs for the first time in 16 years. Being competitive first round with the Warriors, successful season. Milwaukee Bucks. When you have Giannis on your team, the best player in the world, your goal is to win a championship. And to get bounced in the first round, you failed this season. No one's saying he's failed his career, but this season, the 2022-2023 season, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks failed. And that's just true.
No, you can't. See, that's the thing. You're saying I'm not getting it, but it's really you. Like, it's you and it's many other. No, it's you. It's you and many other fans, and it's you and many other journalists. Okay. You can't keep giving a cheap statement like that. Oh, you failed this year, but you're not a failure overall. The word failure is a heavy title to put above someone. Sheldon, you graduated college. If we be like, oh, but sophomore year, you got an F on this test. I guess college was a waste overall. You should say, man, it was setbacks. It was things that happened. And I think after this speech, you should be careful to put failure over anything. Yes, he's the best in the world. He's the top of the top. Because he didn't achieve the top of the top, that doesn't give you the right to just say, man, his season was a failure. He was a failure. This team was a failure. They failed. Literally, he's telling you and giving you a beautiful story of why not to say that. And for you to still be on the other side of the road to say that, even Shaq, who said the same things in the likes of you, said, I understand what he's saying, but for me, I say this, I say that, but I get what he's saying, I understand it, and I respect it. But for you to still choose that, it puts you on that side, you have the right to choose it. But it puts you on the other side that says you're more farther away from being in the light of understanding sports than on the right side of it. Heavy is a head that weighs the crown. He knows it. He used Michael Jordan. Bro, it's a bigger picture to it, bro. You shouldn't use that word failure. You should not use that word failure.
You're just saying the season, brother. That's all I'm saying. He just failed this season. They didn't meet their goals. I bet on that board when they first came in. in the season when to win the championship. You didn't win it this year. You
Yeah,
failed this year.
yeah,
I'm
it
not
said that.
now.
It
Could they
said
win?
that.
Yes. Could they win next year? Possibly. Who knows? But for this year alone, they didn't. They didn't achieve their goal. They didn't. They failed, and that's just facts. I don't care what Giannis said, and we're just gonna say, it's Giannis. He's a likable guy, and I get what he said. I heard that speech, but I'm not gonna give you a pass just because you're Giannis. I'm just not gonna do that. You failed, brother, and it's okay. You should have. You missed, bruh. He played a good game because I looked. I was like, damn, 30 ain't 20. But then when I looked at them free throws, I said, bro, you missed too many free throws. You can't be missing them. Like if you at least hit half, y'all probably win the game. He didn't even want the ball. He should have stuck Jimmy. And there was a quote saying he said that Mike Budenholzer to basically said like I don't want you to stick Jimmy Butler. Bro, you better say forget that, bro. You better go and stick him. You're a defensive player of the year. You're the best player. You guys are one of the best defensive teams, and you lost to a play-in team at that. It's a failure, and I'm just gonna end it at that.
Yeah, so take us into the next topic. What's the next one we're talking about?
We are going to talk about what's next for the Los Angeles Clippers. We saw that they got bounced. They lost in the first round to the Phoenix Suns. Paul George didn't play, obviously, but Kawhi got hurt. And they said he got hurt in game 1, played through it in game 2, and then never came back for the last 3 games. So everybody's saying, a lot of people saying, well, Kawhi should retire, break this team up, trade them. So it's like, I don't know. Me personally, in my opinion, I think they should just keep rolling with it until their contracts are up. Might as well just stay competitive because they're good players, but you're not going to get nowhere as equal as what you trade for, say, like how they got Paul George. You basically traded SGA, Gallinari, and a whole bunch of picks. You're not getting that now because their injury history. They get hurt all the time. Because Paul George and Kawhi, they both have the same contracts. They're gonna be on for next year, but then after next year, they have player options for I think it's either 44 million or 47 million. They not declining that. So they're gonna be there for the next 2 years. Unless they trade them, obviously. So I think they should just stay competitive, and they're supposed to get a new arena. You gotta attract fans. That's how they're gonna get their business. So I just say just stay competitive. See what you can do. I don't think the window is closed, but I think that, and let's say that, and I think they're gonna sign Westbrook back. I think he showed what the Lakers was over there doing. That was just BS. He played really good late in the season, and then great in the playoffs. So I think they should just roll it back and just stay competitive.
Even with the same reoccurring injuries with Kawhi over and over again?
Why not? You got what else you gotta do?
What's the incentive? So your biggest points to saying they should just continue doing it is just to stay competitive, but it's clearly showing that when it comes time for them to compete and they need these players for the playoff, they aren't there. What's the evidence that's saying it'll be different next year?
There is no evidence, but this is all I got. This is all I got. When's the next superstar free agent that's gonna go to the Clippers?
I mean, I think sports is. I think as an organization, and sometimes we've seen you don't always get those players in free agency. That's why you have to, and they don't have draft picks either. So I think they have to just look towards the future and just let go. Sometimes it's just better to just let go than try to hold on to things.
So you think they should just try to get some draft picks back, basically?
I think they should do that. I think they should start trading these guys away. Honestly, I've already said it. I called it last week. I said whenever they try to say that Kawhi has some type of injury, some type of soreness, and he can't do this, they're just really much just playing. They're telling the fans that something bad happened, but we don't want to say it just yet because he might play on it. He might do this. The chance the window's open. I said it's probably something more serious happened that they don't want to just tell us yet.
You was right.
Goes on,
I give you that. You was right.
goes on. Kawhi has a torn meniscus in his right knee, the same knee he tore his ACL in. Kawhi has no cartilage left in his knees. Kawhi has no cartilage left in his knees. Kawhi knees cannot take an 82 game season. Kawhi Leonard's knees cannot take playing basketball at an NBA professional level at 42, 48 minutes. Kawhi Leonard is a superstar. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best players to play basketball within the last 20 years. But at the end of the day, sports is about what have you done for me lately, not what have you done for me in the past. Sports is it's a newspaper. It's about today. It's about today, man. Not yesterday. You can't be a newspaper, bro. I think it's over with. I think for me, honestly, opening up a new arena, I don't want to open up a new arena and I want to go in just saying, well, you know what, we got these such and such players and we gonna just do this to just sell tickets. I don't want that same energy, that same management mindset going into a new arena thinking that we're gonna just you're going in to change things, to start a new beginning. And you can't get that if giving players the leeway to live 2 hours away, to drive to the game, to skip practice, to be constantly dealing with injuries and nagging. You have to believe in somebody else. You giving them that chance. It's time to move on and let go. I think it's the same situation. It's the same thing. Come on, man. It's not like it's a blindfold on us. This is the Clippers. The Clippers have been a disappointment. They have been a letdown. They deserve to go to the finals. They should have made the finals. Them just making the finals, I could see like, okay, let's do it. Let's try. But they haven't gotten out of the West yet. And injuries don't slow down as you get older. You don't get injured less the older you get. That's not how it works. Your knee doesn't stop feeling less pain the older you get. He has no cartilage left in his knee. If he keeps playing basketball at the same way that managing him and then handling him, he's gonna have worse walking knee problems than NFL running backs in 30 years. He has no cartilage left in his knee. He cannot play basketball for 70. He can't even make all NBA anymore. He can't play 65 games. He can't. He plays how many games he played this season? He only averaged 23. Yeah, he stepped it up during the playoffs for 2 games. Paul George has already admitted I cannot be the number one option for a contending team to win. The piece that you have as a contending team to win cannot play. It's about availability. I don't care if he's the better player. He's not playing. I love Kawhi Leonard, but as a management standpoint, to say we're going to just hold on to what we got because I just want to keep competing. I just want to just try a little bit longer. It makes no sense to not have a new arena coming, and say we're going to go in with this old mindset and not clean house. That's like taking dirty laundry to a new apartment. That's like taking dirty dishes to a new apartment. Get that shit the fuck out of here. It's over with. It's done, man. It's done. Clip it. It makes no sense. It doesn't make sense.
I would agree with you, honestly. But like you just said, what are you gonna get with a 30-some-year-old guy that barely plays? He's gonna load you're gonna load management. You're gonna load manage him. So what could you possibly get? You're not gonna get nothing equal back. We all know that. You're not
okay.
Gonna
That's okay.
Tyler Hero, you're not getting that back. We
understand
that part. But for them, it's like we've been competitive since Lob City, and then it's like if we trade Paul George and Kawhi, we're basically just not gonna be relevant for who knows how long. And I'm just going off management. And like I said, I agree with everything you're saying. But I feel like for management, they're gonna say like, okay, yes, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George get hurt every damn
question.
Year. Go ahead. What is it?
Is it better, in a management standpoint, is it better to have a guy sitting out, not playing, or is it better to be able to trade this guy that's sitting out and getting something back for him? Is it better to get nothing from him, zeros, DNPs, or is it better to trade and get something for him that we can use? Which one is better, nothing or something?
I'm going to say something, but in the Clippers, like I said, they have been irrelevant since Lob City, basically. So, of course, this is what we have. This is our attraction. Kawhi, and I get it. Yes. Kawhi Leonard sits. Paul George gets hurt. But these are our attractions. And if we bring in like some below players, it's like, how are we gonna bring? Like I said, I'm just going off of how management thinking. How are we gonna attract people with just below average players? We need stars. We're not as fancy as the Lakers, but we need stars.
Sure. We know with the new CBA, the way it's working, a lot of those, they're not getting superstars. They're not signing there. Superstars usually go places via free agent, which doesn't usually happen. We always guess wrong. We always think they're going to these big marquee markets. They never do. Then you got these tier 2 guys. The way the CBA is set up, a lot of those tier 2 guys can't go to those teams anymore because the NBA wants it to stay competitive across the boards. So now the question becomes, what is Kawhi Leonard truly worth? And we just seen this egregious trade with Rudy Gobert, what he wasn't worth. We can still try to say, we honestly, in the hindsight, looking back, we may be able to say that the Cavaliers underperformed due to what they traded for Donovan Mitchell. In the scheme of things, Kawhi Leonard worth we have to really look at like players like out there, like, man, is Kawhi Leonard worth maybe just 2 draft picks, 2 second round draft picks, a first round draft pick? If it's teams out there with Toronto, one and done. Hey, how much did Toronto give away for Kawhi?
They didn't give nothing for him. Technically, they really didn't give anything, honestly. They gave them Jakob Poeltl and DeMar DeRozan.
The franchise player.
Kawhi Leonard was better than DeMar, so it doesn't matter. He was better than him.
Even though you say that, you know what DeMar represented for Toronto and for the organization. You know what he represented. To let him go, to trade him, that was something. That was major. It wasn't nothing.
Toronto took the chance, though. They definitely took that chance.
Okay, so with my point, me saying that, is for you to just, if they gave up it's teams out there. If a Toronto 666.
Wait, real quick. Kawhi didn't want to be in San Antonio more.
Okay, yes. It was a team willing to give up somebody that the city loved, the ambassador, the biggest rap star loved. They loved DeMar. DeMar was big. We knew DeMar. And for a team out there to trade DeMar for him, for somebody for a 1-year rental. Honestly, if they don't trade Kawhi, I think DeMar's still there. I wouldn't be surprised if DeMar was still there. There are teams out there. We may be saying, oh yeah, I don't think you get back. And honestly, I would just say you're going to say, I don't think you get back superstar level. But for me, I'm thinking in the lines of, there's a package out there. There's a team out there willing to deal some young guys and maybe some other picks or a vet. And maybe free up some cap space just for a rental of Kawhi Leonard, for a rental. Because wherever Kawhi goes, he's not going to be a Clipper. But you know where he goes, he's opting in to that. You know for sure you'll probably get him for a 1.5 year rental. It's somebody out there willing to do it. You got to
think about this, though. At that time, load management wasn't as big as it is now, though. So it's like, yeah, Kawhi Leonard came off that injured. It was a quad, I think. Yeah, it was his quad with the Spurs. But we'll take the risk because we know Kawhi Leonard is better than DeMar DeRozan. Even though DeMar DeRozan at that time, you can say he was, what you want to call DeMar at that time with the Raptors? A star?
The bottom superstar. He was at the bottom of the superstar totem pole.
I ain't gonna say all that. But he was a really good player. I'll just say that. He was a really good player at that time. Like you said, he was the franchise. And they went and they was like, we're just gonna take the chance on Kawhi. We fast forward. Kawhi Leonard was like in his early 20s at that time. Kawhi Leonard is 32 now. He's 32, 33, whatever it is, with super low management. And he has $40 million for the next 2 years plus. It's going to be way different, like, type of packages. There might be somebody out there that will give them players, but I guarantee they probably won't give a star type player for a old, aging, low management player like him. I don't think that. Maybe in the future there might be a team, but as of right now, I don't think nobody's going to give up. Say, like, do you think the Bulls? Let's say the Bulls. Do you think they would trade a DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine for Kawhi Leonard, even though Kawhi Leonard is better than them? I don't think they do it. I don't think they do it. So I just don't think as of right now. That's my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
I think when it comes down to it with the Clippers, it's over with. I don't see a point of riding out with it anymore. I think the organization, we've seen it. We've seen it. I think you owe the fans. I think you owe the fans a breather. I think you owe the fans. They need to trust into the process of management that we can build. We can develop players. We can build through the draft. We can find somebody. We will find somebody else.
Build through the draft with no draft picks.
They'll get them eventually. They got a second round pick.
Bro, what?
They got a second round pick.
Nah, bro.
They got a second round pick.
How often does that happen, though?
It don't happen often. Jimmy was a second round pick.
Yes,
Nikola Jokic was a second round pick.
Yes, and those are rare picks. Yes,
it's rare, but I think in the same light, it's a chance, bro. It's a chance. You can't disregard those players. You can't disregard them. It's a chance.
You can't build your team off second rounders, though.
He did. Look what they just did. They built their team off undrafted. They built it off undrafted in the second round.
They have star players. They have a
program.
They have like 4 first rounders though. But you're saying, like, if they get rid of Kawhi Leonard, like, I think if they get rid of them, could they potentially get, like, say, well, depending on the team, they could get, like, say, a mid first rounder. Okay, maybe, but they won't get no high first round pick. I don't think no weak team is.
Look, bro. You just harping on the details. All I'm saying to you is that, like, it's like we've seen what they can do together. This is the best form team they ever had. This is the best Clippers team they've had on paper. This is the best one. They even had John Wall starting this season, and they ended with Westbrook. Bro, if this was 2009 or 2011, we'd have been like, "What, the Clippers, not the Lakers?" Bro, let's be serious, bro. It's over with, bro. It's over with. I don't think the fans don't serve.
That Lob City team gives them some go though. I wouldn't be shocked. That Lob City team gives them some go.
Yeah, bro. I think the fans deserve to see something else. Give it a break. Bro. Let them go. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. That's an abusive relationship. Get out. So what we got next? We got the Warriors and the Kings, game 6. What you got for it? What you think?
I think I do think inexperience played a role in them losing these 2 games on the road. I do think that played a role. But De'Aaron Fox hurting his finger last game, man. You could tell he was struggling. He was low-key struggling. He was the best player on the team. Like, he was the best player, but you could tell he was struggling with that finger.
Towards the fourth quarter, yeah.
You could tell he was struggling. And the Warriors, and I said it. I said in the group chat, I'm kind of half right, I guess. I said Warriors in 7. Because I was like, even though the Warriors can't win a game on the road, even though we saw it all year, but I was like, this team can at least get 1 game on the road. They got it. They got it in game 5, and now they have a chance to go back home and close it out. It's gonna be it, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be crazy tomorrow in San Francisco. It's gonna be crazy. I think the Warriors close it out, but I need Harrison. Man, forget Harrison Barnes. I need Kevin Huerter to do something. Do something, bro. He has not been good this whole series. You are their best 3-point shooter, another ball handler they got, and you only played 16 minutes. They went with Malik Monk. Malik Monk been better than you the whole series. I think Malik Monk had 1 stinker. But besides that, he been good the whole series. And Mike Brown not even rolling with you. And I need Sabonis to man up. Kevon Looney is babying him. He's babying him. When it comes to glass, offensive end, different story. But when it comes to the glass, you can't let Kevon Looney get 22 rebounds. No, bro. You're one of the best rebounders in the league. We always used to be in the group chat. Damn, Sabonis got this high triple double, 20 points, 18 rebounds. Come on, bro. You better than that. But I think it's over. I think the Warriors close it out tomorrow. I'm going Warriors in 6. They close it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said some good things in there. I think we definitely seen what you said about De'Aaron Fox. He started off really, really hot, shooting the ball and playing. But I think once you get an injury, it linger a little bit to get there towards the end of the game. It definitely looked like it held him back from taking shots.
Yeah.
But I do think the Warriors, do they win it? I don't know. I don't know if they win it. I don't know if they win this game, this next one, because the Warriors, I've seen a lot of concerns. I think do I go back on my pick, Kings in 7? I can still see it, but I think though, if the Warriors do win the series, I think the Kings, they might have put a dent in their armor. And I think the Warriors aren't the ones hunting people anymore this playoffs. I believe they're the one being hunted, because I think a lot of teams see if the Kings able to give them some go, and the Kings, they struggling with them. I don't think teams in the West see Golden State and they're like, oh shit, that's scary. I think teams see Golden State now and they're like, wait a second. All we really got to do is just slow Curry down. Wiggins, he's all right. He's decent. Poole isn't there. Klay Thompson, it looked like he show up here and there, hit some threes, put a good wing defender on him. He looks like he's a defensive liability. It looks like whatever he give us out, we could dish back. So I think, honestly, I think it's just Steph and the Warriors. Steph and Curry and the Warriors. And I think teams there, they're gonna we're gonna try to do what we can to Curry. And Curry fuck around still average like 28, 27. But I think the Kings have shown like the Warriors are tired. They look older. They look slower. I think it's showing that like Draymond, yeah, he had a big offensive game, but his offensive liability is there. Klay defense isn't there. I think the Kings have just put a little dent in their armor, and that the age of the Warriors are showing. I also think that what the Kings should do a little bit better. Kevin Hurt, I don't think he's gonna show up. I just don't think he is. I think what he's putting out on defense is just taxing them too much to get those shots going. I think it's gonna come down to Keegan Murray having to play basketball at a regular season level that he played at for 4 quarters and not just one. Malik Monk, man, he scored like 21 points in the second half. Like, that was amazing. I had him on my parlay for 15. I thought that ticket was dead. He came through. But with the boards that you're saying about Sabonis and everything like that, and Kevin Looney, I think Looney's going to get them boards regardless. Even if Sabonis gets like 10, 12, 15 rebounds, Looney's still going to have high double-digit rebounds, because it's looking like what Steve Kerr went with. He's going with the Draymond. He's pulling Draymond out of the paint a little bit. It's looking like that he's putting them closer a little bit on the wings. So watching the game, Draymond didn't get I think he didn't even get like 5, 6, 7 rebounds, 5 or 6 rebounds until like the last maybe.
He only had 4 rebounds the whole game.
Yeah. So he went to like the first 3.5 quarters with just 0 rebounds. He didn't get those to like the last, I want to say 18, 17 minutes. It looked like Kerr pulled him from the paint a little bit, and he's using Looney as the primary big down there. Maybe trying to keep Green, keep his fouls low. I like the defense that he pulled him out, because I think when you say with Sabonis offensive game has deteriorated so badly. I think it's because of the thumb. He is playing with the torn ligament in his thumbs. He can't hit his midi. He can't hit his mid-range shots from the free throws. He can't hit them even when he's pulling them in game action. I think it's really bothering him more than we probably think, because he's played with it since about January. But it's really looking like he can't finish. So that way, the big's able to sit back a little bit more. When he missed, easy board to get. They're living with that, and it's really taken away from his handoff, the high post handoff, them playing through Sabonis. So I think that right there in itself hurts too. That Sabonis offensive threat is hurting their handoff. Kevin Herter not hitting shots. It's really just coming down to just now Sabonis setting picks, handing it off to Fox coming down in the lane. Now you got Draymond on the help side ready to step up. He's not going to pass that ball to Kevin Herter in that corner because he's not hitting that shot. Harrison Barnes not hitting that shot. You got big Kevin Looney right there too. So what's going to happen is Fox is doing a lot of pull-ups around that elbow. And it's just not going to be enough because Clay can dish it out offensively in the paint what De'Aaron Fox gets. And Steph is going to always hit those Stephen Curry shots. So I think Looney's going to keep getting those boards. I think that's just going to come down to just the way Steve Kerr is setting it up and Draymond letting them get it. And I think Sabonis, that thumb, and then now with Fox with the finger, you can see it. You can definitely see it. And I think the thumb, we don't think about it a lot, but it's really bothering him trying to finish those shots too. But that's all I got. I think the Warriors could close it out in 6. I think the season is successful. I mean, honestly, yeah, they broke that 16-year drought.
I said it was successful.
Yeah, I know you.
They made the playoffs. Nobody thought it. You said it from day one. And I say all you got to do is at least be competitive in the first round. That's exactly what they're doing. They said they have the highest ratings in NBA games or playoffs, and who knows how long. These games have been exciting, and that's what the Kings are doing. They're being competitive. So they had a successful season. I don't think no one even has them winning like the championship, even if they do say somehow get past the Warriors. But just to be competitive, just to make the playoffs, that was successful for them. Good job to them.
Yeah. Good job, Kings. Wear your crowns high, light the beam. Light the beam, even if you guys lose the series. Light it anyway for the successful season. I say Harrison Barnes, because we've been talking a lot about management today. I think Harrison Barnes, he's a unrestricted free agent this summer for sure. I think that's definitely the guy. I think we talked about him earlier. I think you said the same sentiments as me about it, that I don't think Harrison Barnes come back as a King, and you say you think they're also done with him as well. I think that's something that I don't know. I don't think he comes back, though. I don't think they offer him anything. If they do, it won't be as much as he got paid.
If anything, they give him, maybe a big 1-year deal. If anything, something decent. Maybe, $10 million a year for just 1 year. Something like that. But multi-year, I think they want Keegan Murray to be the primary 3. I think he's better at that position than
I think he is, too. Harrison Barnes' offense isn't there. It's just not there. Harrison Barnes, his defense is all right, his effort, but honestly, Harrison Barnes, his offense just isn't there. I think that's something though to look out for though, especially in free agency, because I think it's Harrison Barnes and Nikola Vucevic. I'm just really, really early free agent, but I'm just keeping my eye open on some guys that's going into free agency. And I think that's going to be a really, really big trade this free agency. I think it'll be Dame Lillard. So, yeah, I'm just keeping my eye up on these guys that's having they're decent players to pick up and, have. I could be wrong too. Does Tobias Harris have a player option, or am I tweaking? I'm just Google it right quick. I'm pretty sure.
Tobias Harris. I gave him some big money too. No, Tobias Harris has 1 more year.
1 more year.
He has 1 more year. That's 1 more year.
1 more year.
At $39 million. He has 1 more year.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of free. We got some tier 2. We got some tier 2 free agents. Some tier 2 free agent players coming up. I think those are the guys that you retool with. Those are the guys you retool with. Honestly, what is it, I think Chris Middleton will be replaced before Drew Holiday with the Bucks. I think Harrison Barnes lands back with the Mavericks. Tobias Harris, I think he's done in Philly. Dame, I think the organization trades him. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep note of all these things right here. So What we got next? What else we talking about? Lakers. Nah, you said what we got?
No, Lakers and Grizzlies, the game 6 though.
Oh, Lakers and good. It's Lakers. It's slow. I mean, the Lakers been playing better than them from the jump.
I mean, I'm shocked that LeBron played bad. I'll just say that. He played bad.
You shocked?
That LeBron played bad? Yeah.
Why?
LeBron played bad. What do you mean? He went 5 for 17. 1 from 9 from 3.
Why?
15 points?
Why are you surprised about that?
Bruh, so you saying LeBron James to get 15 points? I was shocked that AD played good. AD played great. I give him that. But man, it's been inconsistency with him. One game he looked raw. Next game he looked butt. This game he looked raw. But D'Lo, D'Lo played bad. I'm not even gonna give him that. He played bad. He was good facilitating though, but he played.
Mr. Ice in my veins. He was knocking them threes down.
That was last game, not this game. That was exactly. That was last game. He went 4 for 11 points. And bro, what did I always say about Malik Beasley? If he can't hit a 3, he useless. This man been garbage the whole playoffs. He been straight garbage.
And what do you think about Darvin Ham not playing Looney Walker?
I was just about to say that. I was on Twitter and they was like, man, somebody was like, Darvin Ham, you got Lonnie Walker and Mo Bamba. They sitting right there on the bench. I mean, Lonnie Walker, he might be able to create his own shot, but he can't shoot. That's the problem. He can't shoot. If that was the case, he would be on the floor. Like, there's a reason why Darvin Ham doesn't play Lonnie Walker. I think he get his own shot, come out, score off the dribble. Yeah, I think he can maybe get you 10 points, but Darvin Ham is like, bro, we need shooters though.
It's a reason for him not to play.
But his adjustments are bad. His rotations suck.
It's a reason for him not to play, but is it a good enough reason for him to be getting 0 minutes?
What you want him to get then?
Is it reasonable for him to get about 12 to 15 minutes?
I'll take him over Troy Brown. Troy Brown sucks. He sucks. I'll put him over Troy Brown. He is not.
So it's reasonable for him to get somewhere near 12, 15 minutes, right?
Maybe. I think Lonnie Walker could get you 10 points. I think he could do that. But Mo Bamba? No, I can't. No, I'm not going to play him. But I ain't going to lie.
He just want to shoot threes.
That's all he there for, bro. He just there to shoot threes. He can spread the floor, but no, I can't have Mo Bamba out there. And they be rolling lineups out there with LeBron and basically center and Rui at 4. You can't do that. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not surprised that LeBron James played bad because it's LeBron James. This is not LeBron James Cleveland, LeBron James Miami, LeBron James return to Cleveland, homecoming LeBron is what I like to say. SS2 Bron. But LeBron James, bro, he's 38, bro. Like sometimes it's just like you ever seen this show like My Hero Academia? So like,
I watched I know exactly what episode I'm on too.
Bro, he like LeBron James is All Might. It's like it's Superman at the end of his life. It's like you expect him to still be super raw and go out, but it's like, damn, my nigga 38. And you out there, you like, hey, bro, look tired. You like, bro, he 38, bro. Like he finna be 39. Like him, he close. He the oldest person in the NBA, bro. He the third oldest, but the 2 motherfuckers older than him, Udonis Haslem, and I think somebody else. Bro, they don't play. LeBron James is old, bro. LeBron James is dyeing his gray hair black, bro. I'm like, bro, Bron, he just bust their ass the other night in LA, got on the plane, went to sleep in Memphis, and you want him to play. I'm like, bro, we gotta accept it as fans, like, he not young no more. It's like he probably ain't got much. So I'm watching the game. Someone asked me, they say, why LeBron don't play like that? Like, hey, he always play. Why he always wait to the last 5-7 minutes? And I'm like, well, he used to be able to do it for 2 games, but when you 38, he probably only got 20 minutes in him to do it. So he choose 5 minutes here, 4 minutes here. He's selective with his energy because he can't go all out like that no more. I'm like, he'll cramp up. He'll be fatigued. He can't jump as high. He can't get I'm like, when you're older, it's harder to do things. Like, bro, we got to realize it. We witnessed greatness already. It ain't too many more big moments coming in front of LeBron's career. They mostly all behind him.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying this game. You saying you're not shocked that he played bad. I'm shocked. I'm only just shocked because he played bad in this game. He went 5 for 17 for 15 points. You telling me LeBron has shown he's averaged what 26 this year. You telling me you can't give me 20? No. You can't give me 20 points?
Did you see the shots he was taking?
Yeah.
He didn't want to move. He didn't want to move. He didn't want to go to the
missing. He didn't
want to run up and down that full fucking court. He taking shots like a nigga at LA Fitness, like, hold on.
Yeah, of course. But do we expect like to say, okay, he's gonna have a bad game? Yeah, a bad game. What, 20 points? What? I think that's what like the world expect, but not 15 points. He played bad. Like
he killed your parlay.
He had 21. I don't bet him. No, I did bet the Lakers to win though. Okay. I did just bet them. It was a boost, so I just used it on them. Should have used it on the Warriors because I low-key was looking at the Warriors. But he had 21, 28, 25, 22 on 50% shooting. No, wrong thing. 50% shooting, 52%, 50, 44. Then he shot 29% from the field. That's bad, bro. You telling me LeBron, he's been shooting 50 this whole series, basically. So to see that he had 15 points is bad. But the Lakers are going to close this out tomorrow. It'll go 6, and it's going to be Warriors and the Lakers in the semis.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I just Memphis, man.
Desmond Bane been playing really. He's been decent for them. I give him that. Yeah, he's been playing good.
Yeah, Memphis been really good. Honestly, it really sucks, bro. That really sucks to see your team out there, balling, young guys. You got big ceilings and hope for them, and they can't get past the older guys. Man, I know in the barbershop, clearly, as you see, I ain't been there since. I was like, I think Lakers win. I think the Lakers the better team. There's like, hey, they from Memphis. A couple of them from Memphis. They, hell no, man, you talking about Gavin, we got. They get the holding the blickies. I'm like, oh my God. They like, it's a parade. Hey, dapping up. Hey man, we're gonna have to get you up out of here with no haircut. I'm like, bro, I don't think they could do it, bro. I'm like, I think they going deep in their bag. I'm like, bro, they lost Brandon Clark, they lost Steven Adams. I'm like, bro, I think that shit gonna come down to it. And I was like, honestly, it's LeBron. I'm like, bro, he said, you want to put 50 on it? I say, hell yeah, I put a free haircut on. Bro, I think it sucked, bro. LA the better team. Even when Memphis doing everything right and playing good, they still don't close the Lakers out. They don't close them out. The last game, if the Lakers would have just hit a few shots, they would have been within fucking 6-8 points. Bro, the Grizzlies don't close. They don't close them out.
They better win tomorrow, bro.
I think
if they don't win tomorrow, back in Memphis, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle, bro.
So what you think about the Suns and the Nuggets? I think that's our last topic right there. I think Nuggets win this.
I do think the Nuggets might win it. I think it's gonna go 7. I think, man, that bench. Campaign came back, and that makes a difference because they give Chris Paul some rest. But if Devin Booker and KD just go play 40+ minutes every night, KD played 44 minutes the other day. That's basically the whole game. You telling me this man get basically probably what 1 minute break in the timeout in halftime? That's it.
You seen that Josh Hart clip when he said, hey, you gonna Tibbs? He told Tibbs was like, yeah, you gonna get a 1 minute break, then get back in. He said, I'll play the whole 48 if you want me to. At the end of the night, that shit said 47 minutes. He said that's not the coach that you say shit like that to.
But I would say this. I think the Nuggets match up way better with the Suns, though, because they're able to put Aaron Gordon, a big guy, longer guy, on Kevin Durant. You got Jamal Murray, probably guarding Devin Booker. And I don't know, Chris Paul, he got to guard somebody, though. I think they're going to probably put him on KCP. But KCP be running around all day. He be running around and trying to shoot threes. Who's gonna stick Michael Porter Jr. and DeAndre Ayton? I ain't gonna cap. He gonna lose to the Jokic. That's gonna be so easy because he
He
had
gonna
a field day. He had a field day with Gobert and Cat. He got a field day with Ayton. So
hey,
the Nuggets match up so well with them.
if they go 7 games, how many games you think Aiden foul out trying to guard Jokic?
I say 2.
Yeah, I think he gonna get. I think he putting him in foul trouble early because Jokic is such a finesser. He's such a finesser. Yeah, honestly, I just think I don't think it's the Suns' time yet. I think we get a nice little sample size what they could do, but I believe that basketball. I believe that the 1 through 5, all fit 1 through 15. I think all those spots matter. Maybe a couple of them don't, but I think those spots matter because you need somebody to turn to in depth to compete on a playoff level. This team was formed a couple of weeks ago, so I don't think they got it. I don't think they just got the piece. Honestly, I like Denver. I want Denver to go to the finals. I think it's time we see Jokic on the final stage, bro. I want to see Jamal there too. I just want Jamal to go crazy in the finals so people could be like, he better than Bradley Beal, honestly.
You crazy.
I know. But that's what I want. Because I know if Jamal go to the finals, he better than Bradley Beal. That's what the average friend is gonna say. So I'm gonna play blind and be like them.
I saw him pick a side. I forgot his name, but he was like Jamal Murray, a top 5 point guard in the league. But this was probably early in the year. I said, "Whoa, brother, you tripping? Whoa, you calm down, bro."
Who said that? Joel. It was Joel.
Yes, he did say that.
It was Joel. Joel be
not top 5, bro. But this was probably like way earlier, in the season somewhere.
I'm not gonna hold you. Do Yahoo even give Jamal Murray a point guard slot? I thought he was only a shooting guard.
Point guard, shooting guard.
Oh, Yahoo give him both.
Yeah, I think he point guard, shooting guard. But no, we got one more topic. Heat and the Knicks. I'm actually excited for this series, honestly.
What you think about the disappointment of the Cavs?
Oh God, hey, bro. I don't know if Trail gonna see this, but Trail need to just say, I like Darius Garland, not the Cavs. Because you ain't spoken to them all last year. Now all of a sudden you a Cavs fan. Talking about,
no, he did. He talked about them last year too.
Talking about I'm disappointed in my team.
He talked about the Cavs last year.
No, he didn't.
He did. He did.
No, he did not. No, he did not, bro.
He did. I promise you he did.
No, he did not, bro.
He did. He was. He was talking about the Cavs last year. He was.
I need footage. But either way, the Cavs. I was thinking of this earlier in the day, and I remember when it was like way early in the podcast, and I said something about Donovan Mitchell. I said, Donovan Mitchell, I was like, we talk about this playoffs. He's been to the playoffs ever since he came in the league, but he ain't done nothing. And it's like, can he really be your best player? And I sent that picture in the chat talking about would you take Edwards or Mitchell? Trail said Mitchell. Still didn't explain why, but I said Ant. And the only reason I said Ant, man, because I think we can see more of Ant than Mitchell. I think what we see of Mitchell is what we're going to see forever. I think this is what we're going to see. I think this is his ceiling. Just this really good scoring two guard. And it showed in this playoffs. And I was like, what are they going to do with these small guards? Like, Donovan Mitchell doesn't really play defense. Boy, he got cooked by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson cooked him. And Darius Garland. Darius Garland played good yesterday. I give him that. He played good. But Donovan Mitchell, man, he played so bad this whole series. Besides game one, he played bad. You telling me y'all can't get over 100? Bruh, they didn't reach 100 the last 3 games. Bro, the Knicks was more physical than them. They bullied them. And I said last week, I said, man, RJ Barrett ain't done nothing. I said, where is he at? Man, he was like, I'm right here, brother. That man played 3 good. He had 3 good games. He showed up, and Julius Randle, man, that man played bad. Tom Thibodeau had to bench him. Not yesterday, but the other country. He had to bench him.
You getting country?
He had to bench this man, bro, because he was not, bro. And I'm shocked that he did bench him because usually you don't do that with your best player. You don't say, hey, bro. I mean, you just stay out there. But he was like, nah, bro, you ain't cutting it tonight. Sit on the bench. Mitchell Robinson, I'm congratulating him. Jared Allen was straight trash. Mobley,
I wish Mitchell Robinson played like that on my fantasy team.
Mobley, straight trash.
He just
They got bullied by one guy.
yeah.
You and Josh Hart, bro. I said it when they traded for him. I said, man, this is a sneaky good pickup. I
He's
said
one
it.
yeah, he one of them guys that like I think the average fan probably doesn't. They probably only know him from the meme. But he one of them people like you need people like him to win. You need him for
Yes.
championship. You need that. Like he probably don't score 10 points every night, but he gonna
Yeah, but
get
he
them
gonna bring
rebounds.
him. Yep.
He gonna get that play that defense. He gonna set people up. That motherfucker diving in the crowd for the ball. He pretty much what Patrick Beverly and all them other motherfuckers
He's
like that shit.
he's a way better version of Patrick Beverly. A way better version.
Yes.
He's a way better version.
Now he
I
could
don't think
actually
if they
score too, but they don't. He doesn't get like they don't set him up to do it though. But he
That's
can
not.
play.
But
offense.
he knows that's not his role. If he gets
Mhm.
open shots, he's gonna take them. But my job ain't out here to score. My job is to rebound, hustle, play defense, and that's exactly what he's doing. If they
He
don't
can
trade
play
for
make
him,
too. He can play make too.
if they don't trade for him, I don't think they beat the Cavs. Honestly,
He was. I think he was that second or third highest rebounder this series too.
bruh, he's one of the best rebounding guards in the game. Honestly,
is.
like you can say either him or Westbrook best rebounding guard. He up there.
Yes,
That
yeah.
man is a difference maker. But Jalen Brunson, bro, hey, that man cold. He put that team on his back, and like I said, I think the Knicks will beat the Heat in 6.
He averaged 7.8 rebounds against
That's
the
a lot.
Cavs.
That's a lot.
That's a 7-foot team too. 8 rebounds from I think Josh Hart is what? They say 6'6", 6'4"? He's 6'5".
And he out rebounded two 7-footers.
That's bad.
That's so bad for them, bro.
That's bad.
They gotta Mobley gotta be in the weight room this summer, bro.
Hey, I think it go up though with Jimmy playing in the Garden in the playoffs. The Knicks been going crazy. You follow Sad Talk on IG, bro?
No.
Like they've been going. It's a parade. It's a parade in New York every time. It's literally a parade every time the Knicks win.
Because they ain't been good in who knows how long.
Jimmy Butler
been good in forever, bro.
Bro, they was chanting "fuck Trae Young" against the Cavs.
Bro. So Mitchell Robinson, he is a different, bro. He averaged 9 rebounds. He averaged 9 rebounds per game.
He played better. Him versus Bam. Who played better in that playoff series?
Mitchell Robinson.
I think Bam. Bam is if Bam. I don't honestly. Bam the X factor. Fuck it. Jimmy is the X factor. If the Knicks let Jimmy keep going off like how the fucking Bucks did,
it's just like what you just said. You wish Mitchell Robinson played like this on fantasy. If he played like how in fantasy, they don't win. They don't win, bro. Yeah. He was killing them on the boards. Those are two 7-footers. You said they need better wings because they just had they had Donovan Mitchell so bad, bro. They was bullying Donovan Mitchell.
I think it was
that game. It was game 4, I think, bruh. He had more turnovers than field goals made. That's bad. Bro. Just like the Bucks, failure this season for the Cavs. They failed, and I know Aaron talking about this is a hot take. They could go to the conference finals. Okay, I never thought they would go there. I was like, I thought they'd make it to the second round against the Bucks, but Bucks didn't make it either. But I was like, they're not going to the conference finals. I just didn't think, they would make it that far. But it just showed like they're undersized and they got bullied. That's all it is. Nothing serious.
Yeah, the NBA got the perfect.
I had Cavs in 6 though. They messed up.
I did too. Honestly, after the first game, it was actually game 2. When the Cavs won, I think I said to him, I didn't want to put it out there. I was like, it looks like the Knicks are better. I didn't know if I want to really believe in the Knicks though. That was because the Cavs, you got a dynamite score, but it was true. The Knicks were the better team. They were just more physical, honestly. But yeah, the NBA. I would say the NBA got the perfect slogan where amazing happens. Like It's been some crazy things that happened this playoff, man. It's been some crazy things. But
I'm
yeah,
excited. So
yeah.
what's the series? What you got, Knicks and Heat?
Uh, honestly, I wish the motorcycle stopped. This neighbor's going crazy with his Harley, killing me. I don't know how to call it yet. I don't know if I want to like. If I say something now, I'm not gonna stand on it. I don't think so. But I think the Heat might win. I'm gonna go with the Heat. Because I just think it's really really hard for me to bet against Jimmy Butler right now. It's really hard for me to bet against him right now. I just don't. I don't want to bet against the high hand.
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. How many games? 6, 7.
Shit, the way Julius Randle with that ankle, I give it 6. Looks like you know how like they be like injuries play a part and such and such. It's looking like the
Yes,
Heat.
injuries play a part.
It looks like the Heat is everything's on their favor. They've been hurt. They got two massive injuries themselves. But I don't know. I don't know. It looks like the Heat have more things going for them than the Knicks.
All right, real quick. This is the last thing. Knicks are, I mean, not Knicks. Celtics or Hawks tonight. I think the Celtics close it out. They close it out.
Celtics shit. I honestly I forgot about that series. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean, Celtics. I paid attention, but Celtics. They just let them get. They wasn't focused. They'll close it out tonight in Atlanta. If the Kings lose, I can't wait to talk to Ace because that man flipped. He flipped his pick. He's like, I'm going with the Kings. I see them boys playing good. Now if they lose, it's like, nah, bro, stay on that side because you didn't
Mm.
have the King. You had the Warriors at first, then you went to the Kings. So stay there.
Aren't you a LeBron fan?
I am a LeBron fan.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you just like being right about your other picks for the playoff.
I do. I want to be
Okay.
right. Who wants to
That's
be wrong?
reasonable. That's reasonable. No one wants to be wrong.
Send a whole bunch of L's in the group chat.
Yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy. Yeah, well, that's all I have. That's all I have. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching, and supporting us. Chit chat, talk about basketball, where amazing happens in the NBA.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week.